Think about the most ambitious person you know at work. The one who said yes to every stretch assignment, every late meeting, every promotion. It is 7:45 p.m. on a Tuesday, and they are eating dinner standing over the sink because sitting down actually feels like too much effort. On paper, their life looks like the ultimate win. They have the impressive title, the salary that validates their hard work at dinner, and the enthusiastic LinkedIn updates celebrating another year of climbing. But look closer, and you see a different reality, one defined by exhaustion and the math of whether this is the life they actually wanted. We are taught to treat every rung on the ladder as an automatic yes. The promotion arrives, the raise follows, and the new title gets printed. But somewhere in the middle of all that arrival, something else quietly leaves. Professionals often accept these roles, assuming the extra work will eventually buy them more freedom. However, that assumption relies on a very specific type of salary math that ignores the actual costs of the climb. To find the truth, we must look at the numbers HR departments prefer you never see. Let's run a forensic audit on a standard promotion. You jump from $80,000 to $110,000 a year, a celebratory $30,000 raise. Of that $30,000, roughly $8,890 goes directly to the federal government and FICA before you see a single cent. In a high-tax environment like New York City, your combined marginal rate on that new income can exceed 41%. Before you even account for your life, your raise has already withered to about $17,500. Next, lifestyle inflation takes its cut. Research shows the average person spends between 65 and 85 cents of every new dollar they earn. Our brains interpret more income as permission for the slightly nicer apartment, the newer car, and the restaurants that used to be treats becoming a standard Tuesday. This cycle is so powerful that a London Club report found 40% of Americans earning over $100,000 live paycheck to paycheck. Goldman Sachs found the same for 40% of households earning over $500,000. Income itself ceases to be the variable that matters. Now we add the physical costs of the new role. A return to office requirement averages between $4,000 and $12,000 annually for commuting, parking, and lunches. Factor in dry cleaning and 50% higher healthcare costs for high-stress workers, and that $17,500 evaporates. You are left with somewhere between $1,000 and $5,000 in actual investable savings. When you look at the final tally, the company essentially bought a massive amount of your time and mental health in exchange for a title and a coffee budget. They got your life. You got what amounts to a rounding error in your savings account. The most honest number in your financial life is your effective hourly rate. Take a VP earning $130,000 a year and compare them to a senior individual contributor who stayed at $90,000. To find the rate, we have to use actual hours worked. Harvard Business School data on executives shows they average 62.5 hours weekly, including nearly 4 hours on weekend days and 2 hours while on vacation. If the VP works 55 hours a week, they earn $45.45 per hour. The individual contributor working a clean 40-hour week earns $43.27 per hour. Once the real math runs, the promotion premium for the VP is exactly $2.18 per hour. Every manager and executive earning above the federal threshold is salaried exempt, meaning they have no legal right to overtime pay. The VP working those extra hours effectively gifts the company 780 hours of unpaid labor every year, roughly 19 full work weeks for free. Agreeing to a management role is a commitment to sell a large amount of your life to shareholders at a steep discount. The optics are great, but the math is grim. Consider the opportunity cost of those 15 unpaid hours. If they were used to build a modest side business earning $2,000 a month, individual contributor built a fortune in the exact same time the VP spent in unpaid meetings. This extraction is fueled by tournament theory. The corporate ladder is an elimination game, where the VP title is the carrot used to extract maximum effort from every participant. Even though 95% will fund the prize pool with their weekends and never reach the top. Companies have even learned to extract this labor through dry promotions. By handing out status symbols instead of paychecks, they get more work for zero extra cost. Since 1979, productivity has grown 3.5 times faster than pay. because someone else is capturing the value of your new email signature. The promotion system functions exactly as it was designed, prioritizing company productivity over your personal wealth by engineering rewards that feel like progress but behave like traps. Building your entire identity around a job title leaves you vulnerable. When a company announces a restructuring, you lose both your paycheck and your answer to the question of who you are. Middle management accounted for 31% of all layoffs in 2023. Giants like Google and Amazon actively cut managers to increase the ratio of individual contributors. These weren't underperformers. They were climbers who built lives requiring high-end salaries just to stay above water. The VP with the bloated mortgage and title-based resume finds himself in a complicated position. Meanwhile, the individual contributor who maintained lean finances and multiple income streams has the one thing the VP lacks: options. Relying on a corporate ladder for security is a fragile strategy. It creates a situation where you are financially unable to ever stop working, regardless of how much you burn out. There is a mathematically superior path. Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman's research shows that while happiness rises with income, it plateaus severely past a certain threshold, somewhere between $100,000 and $200,000 for most people. We are systematically overestimating how much income we need to be okay, and then destroying our weekends chasing the difference. The real threshold for a better life is much lower than the C-suite. A Vanguard study found that having just $2,000 in emergency savings improved financial well-being by 21%. In contrast, earning $500,000 in income only improved it by 12%. Practical security provides more peace of mind than a high salary ever could. Career growth doesn't have to be vertical. Studies show that workers who move laterally across functions often experience higher wage growth and more long-term stability than those who climb a single vertical track. You can choose to say no to the bad promotions. You can choose to go home at 5, protect your time, and invest the difference into yourself. The math proves that this sideways path is often the fastest way to get wealthy. Real leverage comes from financial freedom and the power of compound interest, assets that work for you regardless of what is printed on your business card. Build a life that belongs to you.
Think about the most ambitious person you know at work. The one who said yes to every stretch assignment, took on every extra project, and secured a VP title along with a $30,000 raise. On paper, they've reached the summit, but in reality, they're getting home at 7:45 p.m., eating over the sink because sitting down feels like a chore, and checking Slack one last time before bed. Even with the higher salary, the financial stress rarely disappears. Lending Club reports that 40% of Americans earning over $100,000 live paycheck to paycheck, a figure that holds steady even for households earning $500,000 a year. If the promotion and the raise arrived, but the wealth didn't, we have to look at where the money actually went. It's time for a forensic audit of a standard corporate promotion. While our culture treats the corporate ladder as a wealth-building tool, the math suggests it functions as a highly efficient system for extracting your life.
This waterfall chart shows the life cycle of a $30,000 raise, moving a salary from $80,000 to $110,000. It's a number that feels worth celebrating at dinner. Combined federal and state taxes immediately target that new income. In high-tax jurisdictions, your marginal rate can exceed 40%, leaving you with roughly $17,500 in actual take-home pay before you've spent a dime. Then, lifestyle inflation takes over. Because our brains interpret higher income as permission to upgrade, the average person spends 60 to 85 cents of every new dollar on a nicer apartment, a newer car, or the increased costs of commuting to a management role. After accounting for taxes, lifestyle adjustments, and the physical cost of holding the job, that $30,000 raise often results in just $1,000 to $5,000 in genuine investable savings. Without a strict savings plan, a raise simply creates a larger bucket with the same hole in the bottom. You end up managing more money without accumulating any actual capital. To find the truth, we have to look at the effective hourly rate. Let's compare a VP earning $130,000 against an individual contributor who stayed at $90,000. Data from Harvard Business School shows that executives and senior managers average over 60 hours a week, frequently working through weekends and vacations. This scale compares the two roles based on time. The VP working 55 hours earns $45.45 per hour, while the IC working a strict 40 hours earns $43.27. The promotion premium is a mere $2.18 per hour. The math is tilted this way because of a specific legal loophole. Under the Fair Labor Standards Act, salaried managers earning above a certain threshold are exempt from overtime pay. For the VP, those extra 15 hours a week add up to 780 unpaid hours a year. That's nearly 20 work weeks given for free. By classifying these roles as exempt, companies secure a massive, discounted volume of your life, framing the additional labor as professional growth. This is the logic of tournament theory. Companies use status symbols and job titles to extract maximum effort from everyone in the bracket. It's why 37% of employers now offer dry promotions, a new title with no pay increase. This graph tracks the opportunity cost of those extra corporate hours. Since 35% of focused side hustlers earn over $1,000 a month, an individual contributor who uses her free time to build a consulting practice is building a different kind of engine. Investing that margin at historical market averages creates a path to $1.375 million over 20 years. This is wealth generated entirely within the margin of time the VP gave away for free to their employer. Choosing to bypass the promotion allows an employee to build tangible, unfireable equity, while the manager spends that same time building slide decks for a company that can lay them off at any moment. Middle management is no longer a safe harbor. Companies like Google and Amazon have shifted their focus to individual contributors, cutting manager roles that were once considered the most secure positions in the building. When a layoff hits, the IC has lean finances and a side income. The manager, trapped by the golden handcuffs of a lifestyle that requires a high salary, faces a much more precarious situation. We chase these titles because we believe more income scales with more happiness, but research from Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman shows that emotional well-being plateaus significantly after a certain point. Vanguard analyzed thousands of investors and found that the strongest predictor of feeling financially okay wasn't a massive salary. Having just a $2,000 emergency fund improved financial well-being by 21%, nearly double the impact of earning a $500,000 income. Financial security provides a form of leverage that a title never can. It is the confidence that a single bad Tuesday won't dismantle your entire life. There is a different way to climb. Lateral moves across different functions often lead to higher long-term wage growth and broader expertise than following a single vertical track to burnout. Your hours are the only non-renewable resource you have. Don't trade them for temporary titles that can be restructured away in a single afternoon. The mathematically superior move is to go home at 5 p.m., invest the difference in your own life, and let compound interest do what your employer never will: work on your behalf.